Your Comedy Minute YouTube Live number 55. My buddy Alex is here. AO7 Pictures. Wonderful, wonderful young man. I think from Florida. David Snowden. David Snowden is responsible for that new purple backdrop. Boy, I like that. Thank you all for giving me some of your time tonight. Let's start with the numbers. 9,784 subscribers. 3,118,478 views. There are 4,400 videos up. I'll continue to make inroads at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I had two of the biggest videos that I've had since I started doing this week. Not the shorts, but long form videos. And I'm going to pivot a little bit. So just bear with me. Went to the doctor today. He said, I have dick do. I said, dick do? He said, yeah, your belly sticks out further than your dick do. Molly Meldrum. I've never. Yeah, AO7. Hey, first off, is the sound and picture okay, other than my ugly face? Yeah, it's funny you bring that up, AO7. I didn't want to get into it too much, but I'd always dreamed I'd get to 10,000 subscribers, but now I don't know. In other words, I picked up. Oh my gosh, the YouTube commenter from Ohio. Hey, Chris said hi this week. YouTube commenter. Your brother said hello. Kim says you need a haircut. Yeah, I do. You're right, Kim. I'll get out the weed whacker and we'll get on that. Right on that. Yeah, I had hoped to get to 10,000 subscribers, but I may have to pivot a little bit. The shorts, they're giving me one a day that I get like 1,500 views. The rest are, dismal. And so you have to get, I won't get into all the numbers. You have to get 10 million views in 90 days if you want to get monetized that way. Or you have to have 4,000 watch hours in a year. I have 9,000 watch hours this year, but YouTube I have 720. Molly Meldrum is an 80-year-old man from Australia, apparently some kind of rock legend in Australia. And I'd never heard of him. I looked it up today because I wanted to be sure I knew what I was talking about. And Molly, the only reason it even came into, I've never heard of him. He was at a Rod Stewart concert last week, and he exposed his genitals and he pissed on the floor. Now, wait for it. Just wait for it. Now, again, I started thinking, well, maybe Rod Stewart was doing Do You Think I'm Sexy? And he started. But a month ago, he was on stage with Elton John, and he pulled his pants down and mooned everybody. So maybe it's time for Molly to maybe it's time for Molly to stay home. 80 years old. What the hell's he doing going to a concert anyway? Yeah, I did. When I saw he pissed on the floor at this concert, man, pictures. I tried to get a puppy for my son today, and the guy at the pet store said we don't do swaps. Last week, I mentioned Jason Sudeikis and the crew of all the people. Please don't do any of that during your live show. Do what? Peeing on the floor? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll take a drink. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. Here's the set list. David always likes when I share the set list. Kim, I'll get a haircut till next week, I promise. I just brought this up I'm bringing this up because last week I mentioned Jason Sudeikis and Ted Lasso, the stars of that going to the White House. And I really like the show. I've watched the first 2 episodes of this season. I watched the other 2 seasons. And it was really, I like Jason Sudeikis. I like it from his movies. But I was shocked because that's the way the internet works. The next day, Besides, because I was looking to see if the White House thing was going to show up. Instead, what came up was, boy, he's got a lot of balls. Jason Sudeikis has a lot of balls to stand there at the White House and tell people to be compassionate and reach out when he sent his ex, Olivia Wilde, was his wife. And apparently she fooled around with Harry Styles. And he sent her divorce papers while she was on stage. And, now, hey, my brother's here again. Now he denies it. He says, "No, I didn't." But it never. I don't think like that. I just thought, "Oh, cool, Ted Lasso." Instead, they brought up. Well, he did send divorce papers to his wife while she was on stage. Um, a blind man standing at the bus stop, and his CNI dog pisses on his leg. And this woman, hey, sir, your CNI dog just pissed on your leg. He reaches in his pocket and he gets out a treat and he starts holding it down. And the woman says, why are you giving him a treat? He said, I'm not. I'm trying to figure out which end is his ass. I'm going to kick it. Gwyneth Paltrow is in the news. And this is a twofold. This is a double bonus for you. Gwyneth Paltrow is in the news because there was a skiing accident. And the guy that she apparently ran into him. He's got a lot of trouble. He's got back trouble and he's in a lot of pain. And that's why there's a lawsuit. And today I saw that she made a comment that I missed, we missed a half day of skiing. There was we couldn't ski. And people are making fun of that. And because I don't know, and I don't know anyone will ever know unless they have video of who ran into who. But right after that, and I can't make this stuff up. A doctor said, do not do Gwyneth Paltrow's rectal ozone therapy. Rectal ozone therapy. I don't know what rectal ozone therapy is. Kelly Carpenter, Goodley, you would chime in. I just started talking about rectal ozone therapy. I honest to God, yeah, what rectal ozone therapy, and they're perfect timing, or maybe not. Yeah, he got shitty timing, Kelly. But no, I don't even. It's one of those. They have a meme that says, "At this point, I'm too afraid to ask." I don't even want to know what rectal ozone therapy is. I got another story coming up. Oh hell no! Hell no! But so Gwyneth, here's what I understand. Gwyneth Paltrow, and they're making fun of her because she has this wellness program, and she doesn't look very well. But they're making fun of her because they're saying don't do it. She has some rectal ozone therapy. I guess you stick. Maybe I should just do this story. Why couldn't a one-armed man drive a stick shift? He just had one arm. Joan Jett and David, I don't know if you knew this. My brother Ed, who's here, gave me this story. And I think it's funny because Joan Jett, if a lot of you, maybe some of you, most of you know Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll. There's so many big hits she had. But before she went solo, she was in a band called The Runaways with Lita Ford. Now, ironically, I worked and have a picture I posted today with Lita Ford. She had a big hit with Ozzy Osbourne, Close Your Eyes Forever, Close My Eyes Forever. But when I saw this, my brother Ed brought it up, that Joan Jett, when she was in The Runaways, this was an all-female band, Joan got upset that these guys would come and hang out and they would try and hit on the women. So Joan made these things called piss sickles. In other words, I guess a little water and a lot of piss. And when these guys would come and hit on Lita and the other female members of the band, she would give them a piss sickle. And according to Eddie told me this, and I read it myself, One guy took a bite of the pissicle, said, "This tastes like shit." And she said, "No, but close." I think that pissicle had a little wang to it. Yeah, Joan Jett made pissicles. David, if you are still there, did you know that story? David, for what it's worth, I was telling my brother, and David used to manage Joan Jett's fan club. He's still friends with Kenny Laguna or whatever, and Joan. That I just I found that story amazing. Pissicles. There's a lot more to that story. I just looked it up. What did you look up, AO7? Well, we'll go on. Nun gets into a cab, and the cab driver looks back. Says, "I never kissed a nun before." Nun says, "Tell you what, if you're Catholic and you're single, I'll kiss you." Guy says, "I am." So the nun kisses him. The cabbie drives a little bit, and he says, "Hey," he said, "I lied to you. I'm Jewish and I'm married." And the nun says, "I lied too. My name's Greg and I'm going to a Halloween party." I wish I did the rectal ozone therapy. Hey, AO7, we'll pause for a minute. Tell everybody what the rectal ozone therapy. And you know what's funny? Wait till you hear there's a 47-year-old Nepal guy. I'll wait. I'll get to it because it all ties together. Don't did it block when it described what it did it block? I didn't even say. Oh no. If I take a trip down, but oh god, look this up. I just looked it up. The rectal ozone. Yeah, AO7. It's not showing up, but we'll get to it. Jimmy Garoppolo. This is another funny story. For again, I don't know how many of you are football fans. I know YouTube commenter was here, and he is Cleveland Browns, but Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, and he got traded to the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, he hasn't even played one down. He hasn't thrown one ball. He hasn't scored one touchdown for the Las Vegas Raiders. But a brothel, whorehouse, in Las Vegas, because in Las Vegas, prostitution's legal, a whorehouse or a brothel offered Jimmy Garoppolo free sex for life. Now, there's free sex for life. How many times do you think Jimmy's been there so far? Hey, Scotty T, he just got free sex for life at the whorehouse. And like I said, Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't scored one touchdown. He hasn't thrown one pass, but they're giving him free sex for life. Oh my God. Did anybody else hear that? Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, Kelly. Yeah. If someone receives ozone therapy via the rectum, they may experience discomfort, cramping, and a feeling of needing to pass gas. These side effects are temporary. Only, I love you guys. You guys make it so worthwhile to do this. Honest to God, ozone therapy via the so you're we got to move on. I can't keep on that between Jim. I just you you what I said on Instagram. Oh, I got to stop laughing and move on. My girlfriend and I are temperamental. I got a temper and she's mental. You guys got me cracking up. I saw in Idaho, and this is true. in Idaho on Friday, they passed that the firing squad is now unacceptable for execution. Now, when I saw this, I did that twice, and I took it in, and I forgot about it till the night when I was working on the set list, and I looked it up, and I think this is going to shock you guys. Idaho joins Mississippi, Oklahoma, Utah, and South Carolina that a firing squad is an acceptable form of execution. Now, I don't mean to laugh. Now, what I understand here is there's a problem getting the drugs to do a lethal injection and, actually kill. And I guess an electric chair, maybe, I don't know. I don't know whatever happened to the good old electric chair. But apparently, fire! I missed. Fire again! A firing squad. Oh, listen, oh my God, you guys are still on the rectal ozone therapy. Wait till I get to the 47-year-old Nepal guy, which, David, you described it so accurately, because you know what? I'll just do it. Let's just move on. I'll get down. It's here. It's down here. A 47-year-old guy in Nepal shoved a water glass up his ass. And he said, tying with what David said, that he could fart, but he couldn't shit. When he went to the hospital, he tried to tell them that he accidentally put the water glass. My ass is sacred. He later admitted that he put it up there for sexual, but a water glass. And why does anyone put? I don't. I'm curious by this crap. No pun intended, Kelly. Guys in Nepal shoved a water glass up his ass, and he went to the hospital because he said he could fart, but he didn't shit for 2 days. So he went to the hospital, and they explained it. They went into major detail about trying to push it and get it out. I think he may have needed some of that rectal ozone therapy. I don't know. I can't even. I'm going to take a sip of beer. My God, you guys are killing me, David. You can't make this up. What the hell? Are you sure it wasn't a 60-year-old guy from your Hang on, David. Let me see here. Sorry, Dave. Dave, you should reacting to your rectal ozone therapy. Maybe, even better, maybe I should have my brother had some wild ideas about the next thing you know, you guys are going to send me a kit, get a lot of views. No shit. That is great. I could put, or you could try it out. A rectal videotape Scotty T getting rectal ozone therapy. You guys are insane. Oh my God, tears are coming to my eyes. You guys got me laughing so hard. A pressure washer or an air reacting to. I can't get. I don't know if we're going to be able to go on. I don't know. We're going to need a wider lens. I should have. Oh my God, you guys. I always say how much fun we have. Oh my God. Yeah. If tomato is technically a fruit, then ketchup is a smoothie. I'm going to try and move this thing forward a little bit. I saw this morning. There's a Girl Scout cookie called Raspberry Rally that they were selling it online, but now they're sold out. And believe it or not, tomato fruit, and OJ isn't guilty. They have ketchup's a smoothie. But these Girl Scout cookies are sold out, and they're getting $40 a box on eBay for them. And my initial thought was, good for you guys. But then the guy on the news said, well, isn't the money supposed to help out the Girl Scouts? Not the guy on eBay. He's cleaning up. He's oh, I can't get over the rectal ozone therapy. I guess next week I'll have to be posted on the live show. I'm going to experiment with rectal ozone therapy. I had a wet dream last night. I dreamt my ex-girlfriend got hit by a bus and I pissed myself. Uh, this one is almost as crazy as Gwyneth Paltrow and the guy shoving his glass up his butt. Ashley Ruth Clark, 31-year-old woman from Oregon. She's going to jail for 5 years because she bit the earlobe of a Nordstrom security guard. Now, I initially thought to myself, what exactly did the security guard do? But then I thought maybe she's like dating Mike Tyson or was into the Mike Tyson thing, but bit the guy's ear. Did she totally Mike Tyson gummies? Yeah, maybe. Hey, could yeah, Kelly, you're right. Yeah, he had what Kelly's talking about. If you don't know, Mike Tyson put out marijuana gummies, and they were in the shape of an ear. It's new. Yeah, Kelly, not that you would ever know anything about that, right, Kelly? You never took any of the gummies. I saw today that Twitter's source code got leaked, and not to get technical or anything, but when they lose the source code, that's basically the operating system of Twitter, and they're now Elon Musk got a cease and desist, and they stopped it, and they got an investigation into who leaked the source code for Twitter, and I'm no detective. I'm gonna guess it was one of the employees that got fired by Elon Musk in his. I'm gonna go eat dinner. See y'all later. Hey, Alex, thanks for being here. I hope you had a good time. Yeah, I can't get over the world we're living in, where a woman's biting a guy's security guard's ear off at Nordstrom, and the shootings every week. There was another shooting today. I can't. I really can't wrap my head around it. I'm kind of speechless. I, I thank goodness for moments like tonight when you look at all these comments and all these people, all of you. I shouldn't say these people, all of you that got a good laugh tonight. Laughter. I got to spend some time with my brother this week, and there were a couple times where we really laughed, and I'm so thankful for that laughter, because the world we're living in right now is just insane. And to laugh and to I do my best here. I don't want to, because it seems like every week I'm on some kind of terror about what's going on. But I honestly hope, whether I get to 10,000 subscribers, or I do this or I do that, I hope I can get back to my roots, which was to make people laugh. That's all. And I feel like when you work too hard, doing the minutes that I was doing, and uh, like I said, just common sense. And I don't, yeah, I know, Cal, but I'm very competitive. Okay, I'm a very competitive person. Yes, I wanted to make one person laugh. Well, people that know me close, Kelly, say, and you know me close. I don't mean that, but people said when you hit 5,000, you're going to want 10,000, and when you get 10,000, and I don't want to, screw that, because I don't want to get. I'm killing myself doing this. I'm barely breathing right now. I'm having, chest pains. I feel like I've got pneumonia or bronchitis or maybe COVID or whatever. But I want to keep going, and just so because I want to put a positive spin on it. Because this week is the first time in a long time. The last couple of weeks, the lives have been really hard because I'm just not into it. But tonight, I was into it because I have a new lease on life. And just the facts are, and you can look at this afterward. By the way, summer picnic. When is David? It's in Maryland at your house. We'll look. We'll break in that new kitchen. Uh, yeah, Kim will love it. But I had two. In other words, and just so you can maybe understand why I'm pivoting and why I'm switching gears. If YouTube says you only need 1,000 subscribers, well, I got nearly 10,000. So that end of it's done. Now they want 4,000 watch hours. Now, if you go over and you guys, I don't know if you can do it, but I can do it. And if you look the last 365 days, it shows 9,000 view hours. But because so many of them are shorts, it only shows down here 720. Obviously, I need to focus on minutes, not shorts and quickies. So that's what you're going to see. I'm still going to do a short here or there. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you guys, I don't give a shit anymore about the subscribers. What I care about is like tonight, the more people that watch and the longer you watch, or like David's nice enough, just to give you an idea what a great man David Snowden is. David will go up and hit my videos and hit play all and just let it run. And that, every little bit helps. And every person that watches this back, anything you can do to help me get those hours, because I really feel like I've been treated, unjustly by Google and YouTube. I have a thing up here I could get and show you where, I was part of their shorts fund, and then, I'm not. And, I just haven't been, but I'm not going to bellyache on that. I'm going to end with a nasty joke. Thank you all. Let me make sure I thank everyone. Kelly, obviously, AO7, Alex, David, David and Kim, my friend Watachin, my brother Ed. I don't know who else. There wasn't a lot of folks here tonight, but that's okay. YouTube commenter. Um, anyway, thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Please, please comment. Even like here, where go over and after this is done and like and leave a comment wherever you can. It'll help. What is the opposite of Christopher Reeve? Christopher Walken. All right. Have a good one. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Hopefully, God willing, I'll see you next week. Have a great evening. I'll see you real soon.